Hello, this is Vampire here to do an unofficial follow-up video on the machete combat video that I made for you guys before. Okay, so please keep in mind that the techniques that I'm about to show you can be done with a machete, of course, the stick, or the knife. So please keep that in mind. Let's get started. The first thing was I showed you guys how to maximize your reach, and basically to do it 1, 2 with a basic form 3, 4, and 5 while focusing on this area of the machete. And the other way was to do it while you're actually leaning in to maximize your reach and also widening the arc, the range of your angle of attack. Okay, so even if it's going vertical this way from top to bottom, is to create this huge arc. Okay, so that was one way, but we already talked about how that will create vulnerabilities, so we want to mix it in with the normal method. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with that one. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you an actual drill, okay? And we're gonna start off with number 1. You're gonna go ahead and do it with the reach, okay? So go in and put in that reach, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5 is done normally, okay? And then from there, we're going to switch it from number 1. Now we're going to go to number 2. So it's a continuous drill. So like I said, number 1, super huge. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, number 2 becomes really big. And then 3, 4, 5. And then next one is number 3 is going to be really large. 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, number 3 is normal this time, but number 4 is huge. Okay, and then 5 is normal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just keep alternating like that. So that's one drill. Alright, so the next one is called offense, offense, defense, defense. In order to do it, just like the first drill exercise that I showed you, you need to know this form very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to have this one down like the back of your hand. Okay, so once you get that diagonal, diagonal, horizontal, horizontal, and stab, okay, now we can start applying these kinds of exercises. So offense, offense, so I'm actually going to put that in. I'm going to go offensively, which is I can take a step forward, I could lean forward. It's very aggressive, so I'm coming in. So that's my first strike, the diagonal. And then the other diagonal is another offense, so I'm coming in very aggressively, very hard. Okay, that's one. That's offense, offense. So that's number 2. So number 3 is defense. Number 4 is defense. Now the drill is going to be done continuously. So now that was actually 4, and now I'm about to do number 5, which is the stab. So it was offense, offense, defense, defense. Now I go back to offense, offense. So now the stab I can do very offensively. Okay, almost like I'm grabbing somebody, really putting my shoulder into it, and boom, putting it in there. So that's very offensive, and that's the first offense. The next one, if I continue to drill, it's a diagonal, the number 1 strike. So I can make that very aggressive, like I'm trying to hack something off, okay? So boom. Now we go back to defense, which is this diagonal, defense, defense, okay? So now I'm going to be offensive and come in with this horizontal strike, okay? And offense again. So the stab goes in very, very hard. So now back to defense, defense. You see how it alternates, because the form actually has 5 moves, and offense, offense, defense, defense is 4. So it's always one off. So that makes you have to switch down, and it keeps going to where you actually cover the entire technique. It might sound a little tricky. You just have to do it. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Thank you for watching. Take care.